Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. What a weekend it has been. Oh man, this is Monday morning and the shit has hit the fan. But before we get into all that, before we get in that ass like a bike with no seat, catch me on Spotify, Rumble, Recoil TV, and you can still get all green gear 20% off. Promo code 1984. New designs awaiting you. So I had to jot down some notes. I had to make sure I got the numbers right. A lot of numbers here, and you'll see why in a second. So if you see me glancing down, I'm just checking out my notes. So I'm doing a couple videos today, and man, oh man, there's some tasty morsels to be had. First, I'm going to talk about these new bullshit military physical readiness requirements. They have been changed. So 2019, the Army, they have something called the ACT, Army Combat Fitness. And it's exactly that. It's training you to be combat fit, combat ready. So when you find yourself in combat, you are ready. You can run, you can jump, you can slide, you can flip, you can do everything you need to do and still have energy to do more. That's the whole point. They don't want you gassing out in the middle of the fight. How dare they? So in 2019, they got this bright idea to make everybody do the same physical readiness test. Physical training, we call it PT, okay? The same physical training. Boys and girls got to do the same amount of push-ups, pull-ups, running in the same amount of time, all that shit. And guess what they found out? You'll never guess what they found out. Okay, I'll tell you. I can't wait. They found out that men are stronger than women. I know, if I didn't have a video to finish, I would pass out right now on the floor of my studio. That's right. Men are stronger than women, especially young men. 18 to 21, yeah, you're physically ready and you're stronger than a woman. That's okay. Who's saying this is a bad thing? These are our roles in society. But they had everybody do the same thing. And they also found out that 44% of women failed these tests when they were at the same level as the male requirements. 44% of them failed. And then as compared to only 7% of men. 44-7. And they're also changing the requirements for older soldiers. Wait, hold up. When I was in the Navy, they had different physical requirements for the females. Like the push-ups, they can do what they call girl push-ups. The girls could put their knees on the ground. The men, we would have to do pull-ups. They could just do hang time. They had more time to run their mile and a half, all that shit. So that's nothing new. But older soldiers? Now, if you're a male, you should have to do the male requirements. I don't care how old you are. When I was 18, but there were guys in there who were 27. I remember two guys, our RPOC and our AROC, were 27 and 28 years old. And to an 18-year-old, they were old as fuck. But they had to do the same shit we did. What? They didn't get to do less. They did the same shit that we did. If you're a man and you want to be in the military, or fuck that. You're a man or a woman, and you want to be in the military, you want to serve the world's finest country, there are requirements that you must meet. That's why they say you must meet the requirements, not the requirements need to meet you. These are our standards. Meet them or fuck off. Very simple. If you don't have what it takes, you can't be in the United States military. What did Willy Wonka tell Charlie? Good day, sir. Or ma'am. See ya. Now, if you want to come back and you put in the work and you meet these requirements, you better get your ass in here. You're part of the family. But if you can't, you're a civilian. That's it. Goodbye. Case closed. Please close the door on the way out. Or as my dad would say, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, basically. That's it. That's why everybody's not in the military. Everybody doesn't want to, or they can't cut it. You got flat feet, bad eyesight, bad hearing. I don't know what to tell you. But these are the requirements, the criteria. You must meet this criteria. You must meet these requirements, not them come down to you. So now they're going to change it. You older, what the fuck is an older soldier? If you're a male soldier, do the male requirements. Good night. If you're a female soldier or whatever, now it's just the army. But if you're a female soldier, here's your requirements. Get out of here if you can't handle it. Fuck, man. We are about to square off with China, damn Russia. We're about to square off with China, and you got us lowering the physical readiness standards for our military. Guess what else they're going to do? The military academies will now allow, hold on, I'm sorry, before I tell you this, turn off your car, pull over. If you're operating heavy machinery, power it down. Have a seat, okay? Have a seat. Make sure you're sitting, so that way if you still pass out, you won't got far to go to the floor, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to keep you guys safe. Military academies will allow cadets to have kids. That's right, guys. If you want to go to a U.S. military officers academy, you can bring your kid along. And if you're in class and you get pregnant, you can stay in class. You can stay in the academy. Now, up until now, if you became pregnant in the academy, you got to go. And you got to repay the academy for the money that they put into your education. Period. You couldn't keep your priorities straight. You couldn't keep your legs closed long enough to graduate. So you got to go and you got to pay us for what we put into you. That's it. Not now. Now, if you're a cadet and in any of the officer training academies, if you're a female cadet and you get pregnant, now you can stick around, even though only 2 cadets a year drop out due to pregnancy. 2. But because of those 2, we need to change the entire policy. Instead of telling them, you fucked up, move along. You need to be focused. You are going to be leading men and women into battle. You are going to be running the world's finest military. You need to focus. You need to put bullshit on hold. You need to worry about that other outside shit after you graduate. Right now, stay focused. West Point, OCS, Annapolis. Don't know what the Air Force One's called. But when you're there, you got to focus. This is your only priority right now. Okay? So in the Army at West Point, there's 4,294 cadets. The Navy, 4,526 cadets. Air Force, 6,512 cadets, airmen, whatever they call themselves. And the Marines, couldn't find it. Couldn't find it online. I even called the local Marine Corps recruiting station. He didn't know. So the Marines, you're a mystery. But we'll assume they're in the thousands just like everybody else. So out of all of those thousands of potential officers, 122 cases of sexual assault per year. Any amount of sexual assault is too much. But what is sexual assault? What are these people's cases of sexual assault? Was it some hardcore shit? Or some unwanted comments? We don't know what they are. But what we do know is there are only 122 reported cases out of all of those thousands of people. So them doing this is kind of we're sorry, our bad, throwing them a bone. So now you're going to be allowed to have a kid while you're at officers training school. How the fuck is that? Your kid's sick. You don't have any help. You've been up all night. What kind of potential officer are you bringing to the classroom? Did you get enough sleep? Are you ready? Where's your mind? Because it's different when you're distracted by some other bullshit. But when you're distracted by the thought of your child, what if they're sick or you're having custody issues? It's a distraction. It's a distraction that can be avoided. What happened to what are they trying to do to our military? As China's licking their damn chops, waiting to take our place, waiting to feast on our flesh, because every leader, I guess we can call him, that we have is trying to sell us down the river and hand us over to China. They are fucking laughing. We are having daycare centers at our officers' training facilities, and China is laughing. So you're going to have your baby on your hip while you're in class and put your cool little officer's cap on him? The fuck? If you can't cut it, you can't be in the military. If you can't keep yourself from having a baby, you can't be at officers' training school. See you later. Not change the standards and make them weaker and make them softer. You think them Chinese female soldiers are putting their knees on the ground? You think those Chinese female soldiers are doing hang time? What do you think they're doing? They're training hard as shit to beat us. And we are bending over and squirting KY jelly on our asses for them. I thought the military, that's where the bullshit stopped. Rest of society, you can be as crazy and stupid as you want to be, but not the military. They got to stand strong and protect us. But under these new standards, they're going to have to take a break. You know what what's going to be part of the new military issue in the Army? Part of their gear? They give you one of them fold-up chairs. The one you take to the lake. The one that got the little canopy that comes up out of the back to keep you out of the sun? Is that how they're going to start doing watch? Instead of patrolling back and forth, they're going to have a chair so you can sit down because you're not as strong as you should be? Army combat fitness. Do you know what combat is? Two forces trying to kill each other. And you're out there taking a fucking knee because you're out of breath. And they got Army officers espousing this shit. Spewing this shit. What do you think happens when you lower the physical standards? Your physical being is lowered too. You're not as strong. And you could be. But no, we got to make everybody feel good. We got to make sure everybody fits. Everybody's okay. Oh, you're jealous because they did more push-ups than you? That's okay. Now we'll scratch that out. Look, now you did as many push-ups as they did. When you're done, come here. Take your cover off. Come here. Huh? There we go. Somebody give me one of those camouflage modesty blankets so I can put over so you can't see my tit in this soldier's mouth. There you go. I know. Hey, time out there, guys. Stop the fight. Stop the bullets. We got to have a breastfeeding. Shit, it's fucking sad. You're letting them have kids at the officers' train at West Point? Is West Point going to be sponsored by Fisher Price now? West Point / Fisher Price. That's what the sign's going to say out front. Man, we are in trouble. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.